everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody, and I'm here with my layout, my second layout, using the Paper Issues swag bag from April of 2018. This is for my kit review series. If you're not familiar with what that is, for 2016 as well as 2018, I did take a break in 2017. I picked a different kit each month and reviewed it. I did an unboxing video, I shared all of the details of the kit, I shared all of the layouts and projects I made with the kit, as well as did like a kill a kit plus kind of review video at the very end. So for April of 2018, I actually purchased the swag bag kit from Paper Issues, and if you have missed any of the other videos related to this particular kit, make sure you check in the description box below because I always have links to all the videos for that particular kit linked. So for this particular kit, this is kind of a mishmash of supplies that you get which are new to the shop for that particular month. So they may not always coordinate necessarily, but they're all new supplies. So it's kind of a different take on a monthly kit, which I think is really kind of cool. If you already have a lot of supplies in your stash, like me, hello, if you haven't watched my, my organizational videos, I'm like busting at the seams with supplies, but I can't seem to like stop because I love to purchase and get new things. This kit would actually be really good to add to it. So as I was looking through the supplies that I have left, I have some little puffy like shaker stickers. There's a unicorn and then there's a hello, and it just made me think of like the 80s for some reason. And so I went through a couple different paper pads and found a couple different things, and I end up sticking with a piece of paper from the Shimelle paper pad, which is kind of this retro looking icon paper. It's like a teal tone on tone, which just made me think of the 80s. It's got the cassette player, it's got some old phones, you know, I mean, it's got things older than the 80s, but it just made me think of that. And then I had this picture. This is kind of a throwback picture. This is a picture of me. This is my school picture when I was in first grade, and we didn't purchase it, but this is like the proof, which is I just like copied on my computer and printed again. It's definitely the proof. It says proof all over it, and you can see like the little printing from the company, but this is totally me. I have like a glittered ice cream cone shirt on with crimped hair, big bangs, and like a frilly purple and pink skirt. Like this is so me. Like this is me in the 80s. I was born in 1984, so that I am an 80s child, like to no end. I'm surprised I didn't have a scrunchie, like tying a little knot in my shirt or something like that. Like that's me all day long. So I'm kind of taking those little shaker puffy stickers and basing the layout around that. It just made me think of like how funny my style was in the 80s, and I'm really doing kind of a simple layout here, using that Shimelle paper as my background, which is quite busy, as well as a simple Story Life in Color 4x4 cut apart from their 12x12 paper pad. That I just want to 4x6 card also came from the Shimelle paper pad, and those are kind of the only things that I pulled outside of this kit other than the alphas. Everything else really came from the kit itself. I'm using a couple different alphas. I'm using the Yay cutout because it kind of goes along with the journaling, and I am going to use that flamingo, which is a little random to me because I don't necessarily scrapbook with flamingos or unicorns very often, but I'll read you the journaling as you kind of are seeing me put all this together because it's going to make sense with the particular journaling that I chose. Also, that 4x4 cut apart just says little moments, big memories, because this is all about the memory of how I was as a kid. So it says, I just want to, and then ... be my own pink flamingo. I was definitely an 80s child and had my own style. Check out the crimped hair, glittery ice cream t-shirt, and frilly pink and purple puffy skirt. One of my favorite outfits, and most definitely my favorite hairstyle. All we have is the photo proof of this one. I can't imagine why they didn't buy more of them. This is totally my style. Nowadays it'd be like, oh, she dressed herself. Yeah, you see kids and you're like, oh yeah, she dressed herself this morning. That's probably, I mean, that's like how it was constantly. I just had to get my mom to help me crimp my hair. I couldn't do that on my own. I wasn't allowed to do that on my own, but I loved crimping my hair. And like, it's just so funny seeing this picture. It brought me back to this day because I actually remember getting this picture taken because my younger sister also got her picture taken that same day. Mom was, I think she was president of the PTA, and she had my little sister up at the school that particular day, and we have pictures of her on the same day, and she was crying. She did not want her picture taken. So it's funny. We have some very memorable photos from this particular day, and it definitely made an impression in my head. I remember going to the library in the school and getting our pictures taken in the library and all of that. So I just thought it was funny. I've had this picture printed for a while now. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a photo organizational project for my sister, and this was one of the photos that I found in her box of photos so I made a copy for myself, not using the original, but made a copy for myself in order to scrapbook. So this layout really kind of fits well together. It's a lot of random things, as you can see, but it really, with the journaling, I think it brings it all together. So one of the things I was a little challenged with this particular kit was how random some of the supplies could be. Because of course when you're getting just new, like a box of new supplies, it can be from a bunch of different companies and can really be a bunch of different styles or themes. So I thought finding a common thing amongst the supplies and tying it to a picture, as well as making sure the journaling kind of fit, makes it work really, really well together. So that's one tip that I would challenge you with. If you have a mixture of random supplies, see if you can find one common theme about it and then scrapbook that. So for this one, it was the the 80s style in a sense. So anyways, that's the end of this layout. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. All right, bye.